good morning, Leyla.
Good
And
morning.
I'm Shawn, the Director of Capital Markets and Investor Relations at Gamehouse. And today we have our CEO, Carl Tsai, with me. And I think I will just walk you through who we are, our platform evolution, and also the recent results and maybe our outlook, and then probably we'll open up a Q&A session. So you probably have some questions for our CEO.
Very
Is that
good.
okay? All right.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So very briefly, today's remarks may include forward-looking statements and unaudited figures, so actual results could differ due to risk described in our SEC filings. So this is for information only, not an offer to sell any securities. With that, I will just begin. All right, so just let me start it by outlining the key points that makes us a compelling investment opportunity. So Gamehouse is shifting from a traditional publisher to a data and AI-driven platform. We have two flywheels powered growth, a global creator network on the outside, and our GBS enablement engine on the inside. We own key checkpoints with data gates. We industrialize hit making through validation and iteration. And we compound network effects as more studio bring more content and data. And our global repeatable playbook is already working across genres and regions. So at our core, we are a tech-driven global mobile game publisher that empowers small and mid-sized developers through deep partnerships and commercial amplification. So our mission is to bridge creators and players worldwide. So crafted games can ignite passion at scale. And our vision is to be the go-to partner that helps studios launch breakout hits that redefines play. And our strong and stable management team has been key to our steady growth over the several years. And our founder and chairman, Brian Xie, is a successful serial entrepreneur with deep experience in mobile apps and global online advertising operations. His vision of combining creativity with data discipline laid the foundation of ours, model today. And our CEO, Carl Tsai, holds degree from Nanjing University and the University of Cambridge, with former experience at PwC Consulting and also AIA Group. He brings sharp insights into strategic execution and cross-border management. So many of our senior leaders have been with the company for many years, even before Gamehouse was founded. So which gives us both continuity and depth together. So this stable core and global outlook form the backbone of our long-term growth. And we are now embarking on what we call our Gamehouse 2.0 strategy upgrade. We are standardizing hit title production by wiring data, AI, and global creativity into every step, from concept to worldwide launch. We have moved from one-off hits to a replicable, scalable model with better capital efficiency. Let's dive into what become a platform means for us. Think of a closed loop. We have creators, developers, publishing, and all players connect on one platform. We use AI or data validation gates at each stage to raise to raise the predictability and reduce waste. A global supply chain plus our GBS gives studio-grade support to small teams. So every live title fits the next with learnings. So each cycle gets, smarter. Another way to look at our model is through two complementary flywheels that push our growth. The external flywheel scales creative supply via a global network and a flexible engagement models. And the internal flywheel, our GBS platform, optimize publishing, live ops, UA, and monetization using data and AI. The more content we run, the smarter the platform gets. The smarter it gets, the more creators we could attract. So, and to summarize our evolution into Gamehouse 2.0, we are driving our four key transformations in how we operate. We have gone through, from local to global, from one-off profits to platform model, from fragmented to integrated, and from guesswork towards validation. So together, these shifts increase success rates, deepen monetization, and improve capital allocation. Now that we have covered our strategy, so let's look at the market environment and where Gamehouse fits in. So, according to some research materials, mobile gaming is still the largest and still growing segment of gaming, and also with a very massive and expanding player base and rising willingness to spend in the game. We focus on casual and mid-core games, which is a sizable and resilient slice where our model and tool side give us an execution edge global. And our current game portfolio is broad-based, but focused on what we do the best. Our metrics spans from casino styles titles like bingo and slots to puzzle games, simulation games, and more. Diversified by genre, geography, and also monetization model. We continually refresh the slate and test different genres using our platform to scale what works and sunset what doesn't at a very fast speed. So with our broad portfolio, we also have two new priority engines drive the next leg, which are puzzle and RPG. So in puzzle, we pair European creative studios with top tier Asian development team and our global publishing muscle that are fast cycles, efficient CPM, a strong retention economic. And in RPG, we are building a multi-title pipeline from the year of 2025 to 2026, aiming for a deeper engagement and higher LTV with data-gated scaling. And we manage our business with a three-curve growth strategy, which balance short-term, mid-term, and long-term initiatives. So the first curve is our cash cow, which is the social casino games that we provide steadily, reliable cash flow. The stream of the stable revenue support our operation and gives us the resources to invest in new opportunities. The second curve is our growth engine, which are the new mid-core and casual titles that we drive our next wave of expansion. And by applying our Gamehouse 2.0 model to these upcoming games, we aim for explosive growth as we replicate hit after hit in these genres. The third curve is platformization, we call it, which is our long-term play. By opening up our platform and GBS capabilities to the broader ecosystem, we unlock new monetization opportunities beyond our own games. In the future, this could, create a entire platform ecosystem that generates values on a much larger scale as we host and support games from other developer. So together, these three curves, the cash flow, the growth engine, and the platform ecosystem, give us a balanced and powerful growth trajectory moving forward. So the last part is about operational and financial highlights. I will just work you through some of our key highlights very quickly. And so in the fourth quarter of our fiscal year 2025, we generated about $30.7 billion in revenue and with about 29.3 billion in total costs and expenses. That result in an operating profit of 1.4 million and a net profit of 1.5 million. So the majority of our revenue came from in-app purchases with 2.8 billion from advertising. So I think for the full fiscal year 2025, we have achieved, $118 million in total revenue for the year, while total costs and expenses were 114.7 million. Which yielded an operating profit of about $3.4 million and a net profit of $3.8 million for the fiscal year of 2025. And looking ahead, we remain confident in our growth and are taking actions to enhance our shareholder value. As you probably know, that on August 18, 2025, our board of directors just approved a share repurchase program authorizing the company to buy back up to $5 million worth of our Class A ordinary shares through August 18th, 2026. So this move reflects our confidence in the company's future, prospects and also our commitment to delivering value to our shareholders. We will approach the buybacks judiciously, executing repurchase at management's discretion, based on factors like our share price, the market conditions, and also other capital allocation priorities. So now, turning to our near-term outlook for the first quarter of fiscal year 2026, which is the quarter ending in September 30th, 2025, we project total revenue in the range of 27 to 30 million US dollars. This forecast is based on our current views of the market and operating conditions. Of course, it is subject to change if the conditions evolve.
Hello, I'm Leyla Gulen, and this is Global Market Bulletin. Today, we're talking about Gamehouse Holdings Inc., trading on Nasdaq under the ticker GMHS. The company is a mobile game publisher and data-driven platform, helping developers bring titles from concept to market. In recent months, Gamehouse launched its flagship title, Monster Maiden's Edenfall, rolled out its Gamehouse 2.0 strategy, and announced a share repurchase program. Well, joining us is Mr. Carl Tsai, the company's Chief Executive Officer. Carl, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So Gamehouse describes itself as a life-cycle-driven game publisher with a focus on analytics, creative partnerships, and live ops optimization. In one sentence, how do you define Gamehouse today, and what differentiates your position in the global gaming ecosystem?
Okay, we define Gamehouse as a bridge that connects talented game creators with their global players. What truly differentiates us is that we are not a development studio or a publishing company. Instead, we empower developers throughout the game's entire life cycle, allowing them to focus on their craft while we help unlock their game's full potential and maximize their success.
And in September, you formally unveiled Gamehouse 2.0, calling it a shift from traditional publishing to an integrated creator enablement system. So if you could, walk us through what that means in practice, what problems it solves for developers, and how it changes your business model.
Okay, so our 2.0 transformation mainly lies in how we structure and manage the creative process. Instead of fragmented, high failure rate model of traditional publishing, we act as a integrator and brand of global creative supply chain. In one line, we don't just source games, we architect a multi-tiered supply network. So for the first tier, it's innovation and R&D. So we partner with Agile Studios for concept validation and prototyping, buying creative options. And for tier two, the production and scaling, we work with proven teams to industrialize and scale validate concepts. For tier three, commercialize the output, we actually selectively acquire mature games or sign distribution deals for the finished products and to maximize their values. And this gives us unparalleled flexibility and control over our product roadmap, moving from a luck-based discovery to a systematic resource allocation model.
And your fiscal year ended June 30th of this year, 2025, with revenue of about $118 million and net income of $3.8 million. So you guided the current quarter to $27 to $30 million. Could you put those results in context? What were the biggest lessons from fiscal year 25, and where are you deploying resources this year to accelerate growth?
All right. So while fiscal year 25 was a period of solid, stable performance for our business, its greatest value was the strategic clarity we gained. We leveraged this period of test to test multiple product prototypes and collaborate with a diverse range of teams, which ultimately helped us pinpoint the exact genres and developer profiles we want to focus on moving forward. The key lessons was the importance of focused expertise. This year, we are decisively deploying our resources into the RPG and puzzle games. We are channeling our efforts and investments into these categories to continuously validate and refine the Gamehouse 2.0 model, accelerating growth by building deep genre-specific mastery.
And Monster Maiden's Edenfall launched globally this fall as part of the 2.0 rollout. Give us a sense of early traction, downloads, engagement, monetization, and how it represents the kind of titles you plan to build going forward.
All right, so Monster Maiden's Edenfall is our second strategic release in the RPG genre this year. And while it's still in early following its global launch, we are very encouraged by the initial transaction. The game is already showing strong positive signals in key areas, including user ratings and monetization metrics. This early performance is a clear validation of our focused strategy. As we've outlined, we are deeply committed to the RPG category. N4 represents the kind of title we will build around, and you can expect to see us actively exploring and launching new products within this genre that feature diverse themes and innovative gameplay mechanics in the future. Yeah.
And Gamehouse is known for its analytical rigor, optimizing user acquisition spend, lifetime value, and ARPDAU. How has your UA philosophy evolved as platform costs and privacy rules shift? And what data signals now guide your creative testing and scaling decisions?
All right, the industry-wide shift towards stricter privacy rules has certainly created new challenges for user acquisition. However, because we built an integrated data platform and infrastructure from the company's inception, we were well positioned to adapt. Our philosophy centers on navigating this new environment within platform guideline while maintaining analytical rigor. We achieve this by synthesizing data from multiple channels and employing advanced algorithms to create accurate predictive models. The key evolution is in the signal we use. We now heavily analyze anonymous user behavior patterns to predict long-term value. This allows us to make confident scaling decisions based on robust forward-looking forecasts of LTV and ROI, even without traditional identifiers.
Mm. And in August, your board approved a $5 million share repurchase running through next August. For investors watching capital allocation, what drove that decision, and how do you balance buybacks with reinvestment in content and technology?
Can I pass this question to
Yes,
Shawn? Or yeah, sure.
absolutely. Yeah, however you want to handle that.
Okay. Thank you. So that's a great question. And so after completing our de-SPAC process earlier this year, we finally, have the flexibility to start thinking like a fully listed US public company. So not only about our growth, but also about how to reflect our real value in the market. So for any US listed company, I think a shareholder return program is an important signal of confidence. So around late August, when our stock was trading close to $1, both our board and the management team felt that the level clearly undervalued what we have built. So we decided to act proactively and authorize a $5 million share repurchase program running through next August. So the decision, I think, reflects two things. First, our conviction that the market is mispricing our fundamentals. And second, maybe our commitment to give investors tangible confidence that management is aligned with them. So we also ran detailed internal modeling before the approval. So this buyback, we are very sure that it won't constrain our ability to fund operations, invest in new content, or continue building our technology and platform. So in short, it's a measured, disciplined capital allocation move. We will keep investing aggressively where we see return. But when the stock is clearly, undervalued, we will also take the opportunity to, return the capital in the accretive way.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Shawn. So you operate both consumer-facing games and business-to-business publishing or tech services. Can you break down where most of your revenue currently comes from and how you expect that mix to evolve under Gamehouse 2.0?
All right, so this is an important point to clarification. Fundamentally, 100% of our revenue is generated from end users, the players themselves. So our business model is B2C, basically. And the way we operate, however, is through deep B2B partnership with game developers. We act as their global publishing arm, leveraging our platform and expertise to bring their games to market and monetize them efficiently. So while our revenue stream is purely B2C, our path to achieving it through collaborative B2B relationships. Under the Gamehouse 2.0 strategy, we expect this fundamental model to continue with a focus on deepening our partnerships to expand our portfolio of player-facing games.
Now, let's turn our attention to infrastructure. What are the key components of your internal stack, analytics, ad tech, live ops, and monetization tools? And how do these integrations create an edge for your developers and for Gamehouse itself?
Okay, our infrastructure is best described as an integrated full lifecycle platform. While it's a very comprehensive and complicated system, I can highlight a few key components that create a distinct edge for both our developers and Gamehouse. So in development phase, we actually provide AI-powered tools for generating game assets, accelerating content creation, And in the game assessment phase, we use a predictive LTV model to assess game potential with great accuracy before scaling. And in the user acquisition phase, we run an automated advertising system powered by ROI-based bidding algorithm, coupled with an AI-driven creative optimization platform to continually improve the ad performance. And finally, in monetization phase, we leverage intelligent user segmentation and anonymous profiling to deliver hyper-personalized in-game economics and offers, maximizing the player value. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gamehouse has a strong presence across Asia and is increasingly looking at global markets. So where do you see the biggest growth opportunities geographically? And how do you localize content to meet different audience expectations?
All right. Our vision is inherently global. So we aim to publish games that can be enjoyed by players worldwide. Rather than limiting ourselves to specific regions, we pursue a genre-focused strategy that aligns with the natural geographic preference. For instance, our core game genre have distinct strengths. So for social casino, find its primary audience in Western market, and the RPG games resonate powerfully across Asia, and the puzzle genre enjoys widespread global popularity. So to effectively serve this diverse audience, localization is key. We heavily leverage a sophisticated AI-powered toolkit to adapt our games. This allows us to efficiently localize not just the text, but also marketing assets and even voice over at scale. The result is a more culturally relevant experience for players in each market, achieved with greater speed and cost efficiency, enabling us to truly think global and act local.
Mm-hmm. And much of your new model centers on empowering independent studios and creative partners. So how are you structuring partnerships, and what's your philosophy for building a sustainable developer ecosystem under the Gamehouse brand?
So our partnership philosophy is built on a simple principle to empower creators by amplifying their strengths and filling their gaps, ensuring we grow together. This is why we've moved away from the one-size-fits-all model to a highly flexible and collaborative structure. We recognize that different studios bring unique superpowers to the table. For example, we partner with small innovative studios in Europe for their exceptional creative vision, while we collaborate with development teams in China for their high execution efficiency and strong commercialization expertise. So to truly leverage these strengths, we've adopted a modular approach. We can break down the game development and life cycle into specific stages, such as initial concept prototyping, game production, and live ops optimization, and the partners with best suited teams for each phase. This is all underpinned by a transparent shared success business model, typically a revenue sharing structure. This is how we are building a truly sustainable and synergetic ecosystems under the Gamehouse brand. Yeah.
The industry is experimenting with AI for narrative design, asset creation, and testing. How is Gamehouse approaching AI internally? What's real today versus still experimental? And how does it impact your cost structure and speed to market?
AI is fundamental to our operating model, deeply integrated into every factor of our business. While the industry-wide efficiency gains in asset creation and code generation are now fundamental to our workflow, we are pushing into more advanced strategic applications. What's real for us today is sophisticated AI-driven content analysis engine. We have a library of thousands of advertising creatives. Our AI system automatically analyze these videos, identifying the tagging key elements, and then correlate them with performance data. This tells us not just which ads work, but why, discovering which visual or gameplay hooks truly drive user acquisition. And looking forward, a key area of exploration is the development of AI agents. We believe this represents the next frontier for unlocking productivity, automating complex workflows, and further accelerating our speed to market. This proactive diagnostic use of AI is what truly impacts our cost structure and operational efficiency.
Yeah. As a gaming publisher, you operate in one of the most crowded entertainment markets. So where does your moat develop first? Data infrastructure, content IP, partner network, or operational discipline? And if you can give us one or two metrics investors can track to measure the progress.
Our competitive edge lies in our unique positioning and our outward-facing business model. However, this is quite difficult to reflect in a single data point, but we are confident that this advantage will become evident over time through our subsequent product release and business performance.
And without giving formal guidance, what are 2 or 3 milestones, product launches, partnerships, or platform updates that we might expect to see in your public disclosures over the next few quarters that would indicate continued momentum?
I could not disclose the specific information of when our next product will be online. However, as previously mentioned, we are actually focusing on the puzzle and RPG two-game genre, and we are seeing a lot of games getting into our pipeline, and we will release them in fiscal year 26.
Okay, very good. Carl Tsai, thank you so much. For viewers who want to track Gamehouse developments, where should they look for verified updates, your website, SEC, Edgar filings, or an investor newsletter?
Oh, I think I will let Shawn to answer that question. Yeah.
Yes, please, Shawn.
All right. So I think the most directly way to follow us is through our investor relation website, where we post the latest company updates and filings. And we are also becoming more active in sharing news through some major newswire services, so investor can expect to see more timely announcements and also other updates there as well. And of course, all of our official SEC filings on Edgar remain the most important source for our corporate disclosures. And if you have any other specific questions, please feel free to reach out our IR team directly at our IR email address, which is ir@gamehouse.com. We are always happy to connect with the investors and analysts who would like to learn more about our story.
Wonderful. Shawn, thank you. Carl, thank you for your time and insights. We'll be watching how Gamehouse executes on its 2.0 strategy and continues scaling data-driven publishing worldwide. And finally, today's interview is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice. For full company details, please review all public filings and disclosures available through the SEC and Gamehouse's investor relations site.